Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something that's honestly super important for any Canadian family: life insurance. We're going to strip away all the confusing jargon and get right to the heart of how it works as a financial safety net for the people that matter most to you. All right, let's just get right to it, shall we? This is the one question that this is all about. If you were suddenly out of the picture, what would happen? What about the mortgage, the car payments, the daily bills, the future plans? I know, it's a heavy thing to think about, but facing this question is exactly why life insurance exists in the first place. You know, when you peel back all the layers, life insurance isn't nearly as complicated as it sounds. At its core, it's really just a simple, powerful promise. It's designed to be that financial safety net that catches your family when they need it most. So here's the deal, the basic promise. It's a straightforward contract. You pay regular amounts, which are called premiums, and in return for that, an insurance company makes a legally binding promise that they will pay out a lump sum of cash, we call that the death benefit, to the people you choose after you're gone. It's as simple as that. So what does that big pile of cash actually get used for? Well, it usually comes down to these three key pillars of protection. First up, debt. Think about wiping out the mortgage, clearing car loans, and getting rid of credit card debt so your family owns their home free and clear. Second, it replaces your income, so the lights stay on and the day-to-day lifestyle doesn't have to change dramatically. And third, it takes care of future goals and final expenses, things like university for the kids, funeral costs, and any outstanding taxes. Okay, so we get why it's important, but how do you actually choose one? Well, in Canada, it really boils down to two main paths you can take when you're starting out. On one side, you've got term life. The easiest way to think about this is like renting your insurance. It's super affordable, and it covers you for a specific chunk of time, or term, like the 20 or 30 years it takes to pay off your mortgage. On the other side is permanent life. This is more like owning your insurance. It costs more for sure, but it covers you for your entire life, and it has a really cool feature where it builds up a cash value over time. One is for temporary problems, the other is for lifelong financial strategy. All right. Now we get to the parts that make life insurance in Canada, well, kind of special. There are some incredible advantages baked right into our system. And the first one? It's a total superpower: how it's treated by the tax man. Okay, picture this. Your family receives a $1 million death benefit, a huge, life-changing amount of money. Now, how much of that $1 million do you think they have to hand over to the CRA and income tax? What's the tax bill on that? The answer? Zero. Zilch, not one single dollar. And yeah, that is an absolute game changer for Canadian families. And let me be super clear, this isn't some tricky loophole. It is a fundamental rule in our system. When the death benefit goes to a person you've specifically named, it is completely 100% tax-free. They don't even have to report it as income. They get every penny. This makes it one of the most powerful and efficient ways you can pass on your wealth to the next generation. So the payout is 100% tax-free. That's amazing. But there's probably a little voice in the back of your head asking, okay, but what if the insurance company goes bust 20 years from now? It's a fair question, and that brings us to the second massive Canadian advantage. Our system is just rock solid. Honestly, the best way to picture it is like a financial fortress. It's built with these incredible layers of security to make absolutely sure that the promise made to your family is always, always kept. So here's how that fortress is built. Layer 1, you've got a federal watchdog called OSFI. Think of them as the guards on the wall, constantly checking to make sure every insurance company in Canada is financially healthy and stable. But what if something still goes wrong? Well, that's where Layer 2 kicks in. It's a backup organization called Assurus, and their only job is to protect you. So just how strong is that backup? How much does Assurus actually protect you for? Well, check out this number. Yep. $1 million. Assurus guarantees that your family will get to keep up to $1 million of the death benefit, even in the incredibly rare event that your insurance company fails. It's seriously one of the best consumer protection systems you'll find anywhere in the world, and it gives Canadians incredible peace of mind. Okay, so let's recap. It's secure. It's tax-free. Once you really let those two facts sink in, you start to see that life insurance isn't just a safety net for emergencies. It's actually a really powerful, strategic tool for building and protecting your wealth. Let me give you a few real-world examples of how this plays out. Got a family cottage? Well, a policy can provide the tax-free cash to pay the capital gains tax so your kids don't have to sell it. It can also be used to make sure your estate is divided fairly, so if one child gets the family business, the other can get an equivalent amount in cash. For business owners, it's perfect for funding a buy-sell agreement.
And you can even use it to leave a massive tax-efficient gift to your favorite charity.
You know, this quote just nails it perfectly. Life insurance is a cornerstone of smart estate planning because it solves those three huge problems that pop up when someone passes away. It provides instant cash, or liquidity. It helps create fairness, or equalization. And it protects your assets, helping with preservation.
So there you have it. We've gone through how it works, what your choices are, and the incredible advantages we have here in Canada, which really brings everything full circle, right back to that first question we asked. Now that you know all this, what's your family's plan?
And honestly, just pausing to think about that is the most important thing you can do. Every family is different, right? Your plan won't look like your neighbor's. And that's exactly why sitting down with a licensed advisor can make all the difference in crafting a plan that truly fits your life.
Now, if you're thinking, okay, where do I even start? A team like Moneris Financial Services specializes in exactly this, helping Canadian families figure this stuff out. I've put their contact info up on the screen for you. You can find them online at moneris.com, email Mansoor directly at mansoor@moneris.com, or just give them a call at 778-898-3202. Thanks so much for joining me today.